starting this party. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So everyone should be able to see my screen now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Hey, Dawn.
Hey. And it looks like Dawn is connecting to audio. We are going to be able to hear her as soon as she's connected. So we're going to be going through what is going to be offered at the summit. So who's going to be there, what they're going to be speaking about in general, and then also make sure that you know who is going to be part of this the summit. So that way you're registered and able to attend and know what you're going to be listening to. So Heather, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, I will. So I have to update my picture because I just got pictures with my hair long. But I'm Heather Satterley, and I am the founder and owner of Satterley Business Solutions. And I am located in Rhode Island, and I love apps, and I love accounting, and I love all of you, and I love being here today. So that's me.
I think that's fantastic. Heather and I just got finished being together. We had a wonderful time over in Orlando. We got to play and, work hard, play hard. So we were playing hard. We did 3 of the parks at Disney in one day.
One day. Wow.
And we survived.
Yikes.
We also had this, we got scared to death. So one of the rides, I think everyone said we would never, ever, ever, ever go on again.
Yeah, it was the...
you have to let us know what ride that is.
It was the Sella coaster.
Yeah, it was the brand new Jurassic Park roller coaster.
Scary. The scariest thing ever. I mean, it's kind of one of those rides that you get on and it starts and then you're just like this, and you're like, you can't feel anything because you're just like, please make it stop. And then you get off of it, and we were all like, our brains were scrambled. I was literally shaking. Like, that has never happened on a ride. I was shaking. It took me, I was hyperventilating. It was the scariest roller coaster I've ever, and it was so scary.
I was too in shock to be scared. I mean, I just, I didn't have time to be scared. There was no time to be scared. Okay, I'm going to say thank you to our 2021 Champagne level sponsor. We are thankful and appreciative that they bring these episodes to us. This particular episode that is special, it is being brought to you by Fishbowl, and we are going to be talking about inventory and really our accounting industry. So this summit that's coming up, yes, it's being hosted and presented by Fishbowl, who is an inventory management solution, but they're really talking to us in the industry. They're really pulling in, what do we think? How do we feel? What's coming next? And so this is not a summit that you're just going to go, oh, it's inventory. This is a summit that's all about us, and it's all about our community. So you want to make sure that you're going to be joining. And Dawn is going to be with us today.
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes.
We can
See you and hear you. We can see your patriot pride in the back there.
Absolutely.
Actually, Dawn, when we flew in from Florida on Sunday, we were in the parking lot getting our car, and the plane was landing in Providence at TF Green. And my husband are like, darn it, if we had just waited like 30 minutes, we would have seen the players come in from the victory.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're going to be okay.
Okay.
I mean, I pet the sign like we're going to be okay. We will. I mean, Daddy Brady is in a great place at the Bucks, and, baby Gronk is there. So it's all good. Baby Gronk. Yeah. I just want to hug him one time.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
Dawn,
I got,
you know what I did?
what'd you do? You got one?
And I bought it. You were saying, hey, I want to send you one, but no, I went and bought it. I support Dawn.
Oh, thank you, Liz.
Yeah, I might bring it to scaling though for a signature. It might happen.
Girl, you got it. I'm just telling you, we're actually doing a big book signing at the Fishbowl, at their booth. We're gonna do a nice big signing, and then I'm bringing all my audio and video equipment for all of us to do all of our podcasts and our whatever we want type of thing. So we can do whatever we want with that. Yeah, Liz, put your sticker back there, buddy.
your
It's kind of
sticker's
falling
falling
over.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I moved my office around.
That's okay. We just, it's all good. We totally get it. I'm just telling you, this summit is going to be so rockin' awesome. There's
Yeah.
so many great people who are just contributing to the industry. Like, it's not just about inventory, right? So it's so fun. I just think that, I think people are going to get a lot out of it. And I really liked the Fishbowl location. I flew over there after Engage to do my recording, and what a cool place. Like,
Right?
we gotta figure it out. Oh yeah, it's super.
Just right
Actually,
up
is
by
that?
the mountains and
Oh, it's
so nice.
gorgeous. I'm representing here too, myself and aquarium, of course, behind me. So I'm ready for the summit.
Bring it on. Well, so then you got to meet Colby in person then.
I did. I think I got a hug from you, Colby. I usually
You
demand
definitely
them.
did.
Yeah, because I
definitely
demand them. But Colby's always like at 90 miles an hour. That's all I saw from him when I was there. He's all over the stinking place doing what he's got to do. But everybody was so super friendly, and it was a really good time. I love to go on site to, the various app providers that we can go in and say, hey, meet the people and be around them. And people that make sure you attend the summit, and then make sure you go to Scaling New Heights and see, Fishbowl will be there, have a great presence there. I know the Appy Hour is going to be doing some live stuff. It's just going to be great. It's going to be a great
just
event.
to see each other again, connect and share our stories. Like this summit is all about our experiences that we've had, bringing us together because we are having shared experiences. It's been a heck of a ride. And we need to be able to share with each other what we've experienced, as our firm, as individuals, helping, there's this recharge that needs to take place because we have definitely been,
well, the roller coaster you were talking about that you and Heather were on, that's what we did this for 18 months. We rode a roller coaster.
We did. For sure.
And, and it was frightening. It was scary, right? Because you're like, we got business owners who are, they're just panicked, and we have to kind of be the settlers. We got to help them settle down and realize that it's going to be okay. And that, we have to, the key is that we have to make changes. Sometimes we have to shift in our thought process and our mindset. That's part of, Lisa, I just want to say thank you for supporting me with the book too. I appreciate it. And the new book is coming out. The Designated Motivator for Accounting Professionals will be out end of October. And that's just about the accounting industry and the ups and downs that we've all had. We have Heather's a contributor for that book. And it's just like, we just want to try to all come together to support each other in whatever way we can. And so if you're out there struggling, I will just tell you right now, please email me, dawn@powerfulaccounting.com. If you are struggling with something and you want to talk it through, that's what we're here for. People have done that for me. Heather does that for me. We bounce things off of each other like, hey, what would you do in this scenario? And that's what we're here to do. There's enough clients to go around. So it's not about competition. It's about all of us being a family and working together.
Being stronger.
I just love you, Dawn.
Aw, love you, Heather.
You're great people.
Yeah. And
I just care. I care about people, and I think we all do. I mean, Liz and I, we go to the bathroom together at conferences, and Heather, we finally got together for a cocktail. And then, at Engage, Fishbowl had a nice like after hour party, which was fun. We played cornhole, which, I mean, who doesn't love that? Hold a drink and play a game. So it's not like you have to put the drink down, because that sucks. But, but being able to just, get to know them and hear, just listen to them about their families and just how human they are. And that, if we all just work together and played well together, and I think in the accounting industry, we do have a great core of people who want to help each other, really. And so I just freaking love it.
Yeah.
That's this whole summit is, what are we doing to be able to move forward and being able to strategize? Colby, do you want to introduce yourself? Do you want to share where you started and where you are now?
So yeah, so I work over in the Strategic Partners Department. I work with anyone Intuit, so pro advisors, QSPs, those internally with Intuit. I've been here at Fishbowl. I'm wobbling my desk. I've been here at Fishbowl 4.5 years now. I started out in support started doing, most of my time here, I've been doing trainings and implementations. And so know quite a bit of that side of Fishbowl. They moved me up to this position just at the beginning of the year. So it's been kind of rocky at the beginning because couldn't really meet people, which a lot of what the job is working with all you great people. And yeah, but it's been a great experience. Now that things are opening up, I got to meet a couple of you. And so it's been pretty awesome.
Well, I'm glad that you've been through different desks and different pieces of being at Fishbowl, because all of us that are here, we've had different hats that we've worn throughout our different careers. And so being able to see all of these different positions means that you have a vantage point that's different than if you've only sat in one seat ever. You need to be able to move around. Oh my gosh, you know what that makes me think of? Does everybody know why Fishbowl is named Fishbowl?
I don't know.
All right, Colby, go ahead and share it. Otherwise, I am.
So Fishbowl is, I mean, the main purpose is 360 degree, able to see full inventory. And so, I mean, you look at a fishbowl, you can see everything. And so like you mentioned, inventory, manufacturing, that's what we focus on. And so we want to make sure that everything's visible.
When I heard that, I was like, because I was curious, where did the name Fishbowl come from, y'all? And so then they were saying, well, that being able to look all the way around and having that perspective. Okay, now I get it. So
I know. I get a lot of those weird questions about how do you get to Fishbowl? That makes no sense. Well,
once you say it and you share the secret,
right?
Then the secret's out. You go, all right, I understand.
I get it.
I get it now.
Get it now.
Okay, look at this fun picture of us.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that great?
Oh, are you drinking that, Liz?
Yes,
She was. She was drinking the fish. She
Mhm.
wasn't really drinking the fish, but she was drinking the fish. I was kissing the fish.
Yes, you either look like that or you're trying to cool down the water.
I could have been pulling down the water, but I was blowing it kisses was really what was going on there.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's
You guys
cool.
are a rip. Your photo shoot looked like so much fun.
We had a blast. He got us intoxicated. He really did.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that's
helps.
so good.
Yeah, Heather popped the champagne bottle.
Early. I popped it early. He was like, wait, and then pop it. There it went.
And then at that point, I thought by putting champagne in my glass, you wanted me to drink it.
Well, what was you gonna do? Look at it?
Right? So
It's not a fishbowl.
Well, I got to tell you, when we left the photo shoot, the bottle was empty, and we both looked at each other and were like, okay, all right, this is not a bad way to start a Thursday.
except for neither of us had eaten breakfast. And so we were like, we should have food.
Oh.
We need food. But it was just too fun of an opportunity to just,
It was very
you got to
fun.
drink the champagne.
Yeah.
You
I know,
pop
totally.
champagne in front of us. It's happening.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if there's champagne in front of you guys and you don't drink it, I would just be so disappointed. And you never want to be disappointed in your colleagues or your friends or your family. That would have disappointed me.
I would
Nice.
not have disappointed you. I did not. Nope.
Yeah.
I would
love
have
it.
impressed you.
I believe that. I believe it, knowing the two of you.
Well,
No
okay,
doubt.
so we want to make sure that there's prizes this party, y'all.
Yes.
So leading up to this, we have been doing some social bursts to be able to say, make sure that you know what's happening over here at the Fishbowl Summit. Make sure that you see what's happening. So we wanted people to know this isn't just about inventory. This is about our community. So
Yes.
we have a winner. And our winner, do you want to go ahead and share who our winner is, Heather?
Sure. So it's at Michelle KVR, and she submitted. We've had the contest going for a little over a week now, and we have more. You guys can participate.
There's
So,
6 more days.
Yep, absolutely. So very exciting. So I'm going to let Michelle know. Michelle, hopefully you are on our call. So Michelle Van, I
Van
think
Ripper.
I'm pronouncing this right, Ripper or Riper. So not sure. I'm thinking
I'm gonna
it's
go with Ripper.
yeah. So hopefully if you are on, with us, let us know in the chat. So we would love to, we're saying congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, I know. I love money.
Woo!
It's a $25 Amazon gift card, and there's more, y'all. There's more
Nice.
prizes. So we want to show you our cute little dance here to make sure that everybody knows about
I'm gonna do
our prizes that are being given out.
All right, Liz, get into the pose because we have to, we don't want to disappoint everybody. All right.
Spot on.
That's funny.
So while we're chatting right now, while we're talking, there is actually a contest going on. So we have Sarah who's here. She's going to put inside of the happy hour chat. So inside of our Zoom chats, she's going to be posting this retweet right there. So if you get ahead of the game, registering for Fishbowl inventory and the summits, then and you post this hashtag, by the end of this episode, we're going to be giving away a $100 gift card.
You want to see these tweets? You guys can win $100 gift card. Let's do it. But you got to make sure that you use the hashtags Happy Giveaway and Fishbowl Summit. So we'll see those start coming in, and you guys can win $100 gift card.
While we're here.
Right?
That's awesome.
Heather and I
love
thought
that.
our community is awesome, and y'all have been so loyal to us. You have joined us for so many episodes talking and sharing with our community. We wanted to make it rain money. We thought,
let's go.
yeah, let's like have fun. Like whatever it is that you want to go get on Amazon or you want to use that Visa gift card, y'all have been just so loyal to us that we just thought that we wanted to give back and just say, what's better than a gift card?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Money
Guys,
talks.
get tweeting. Copy and tweet. Let's see it.
Okay,
Let's
and then
go.
there's this drink. Okay, so this idea for a drink started back whenever I was at the Fishbowl location in Utah in the beautiful mountains. And we were thinking, what should a fishbowl drink look like?
This is exactly how it went. And she's not exact.
At dinner, we were this gorgeous, beautiful restaurant. We were sitting there thinking, and we were like, it has to be a fishbowl. It has to be.
Yeah.
We have to have our drink inside of a fishbowl, and it needs to look like a party.
Yes.
It does.
And so we have a party drink, and it is,
Ooh.
isn't that cute? All right. And then Colby shipped us our shirts. He wanted us to have party attire. So we have our shirts on. And he also shipped us these adorable.
Yes, mine's in the house. Should I go get it?
Hey, it depends on what you want to be drinking. But I've got my
Ooh.
rocks in there. I know, with the new logo. So we even have the new logo on there.
So,
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
Peach schnapps. I don't know what y'all's first experience with peach schnapps was, but mine was,
16 years old, probably.
yeah.
thanks to my mother. Mhm.
Right.
She doesn't know that. Yes. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Everyone's had those experiences, good or bad, mostly bad.
That's an impression. Yeah. Like
Colby,
you said,
can we have fishbowl drinks at the booth?
We can make that happen.
I can tell you something. I'm gonna be totally honest, right? Because I'm never honest, right? So I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When T-sheets came onto the playing field, they came in hot.
cute.
Yeah.
And they came in with pink vodka shots. I don't know what they were, but their booth was never without people.
Well, I didn't even know it was vodka. This is what I was told. I was in the shots and I said, what's in it? And I think that it was Kelly at the time said, why do you care? Drink it. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Colby, I just tell you this, it was effective.
Yeah.
It was effective. People loved going to the T-sheets booth. And I think they only did that for a couple of years. And then I don't know, maybe they got shut down for it. But it was definitely an attraction. So this whole concept of a fishbowl drink you're spot on.
But that's something I can make happen. We like to make people happy. So, Well, we will do whatever it takes.
We'll do whatever it takes. It's going to be great. What a great idea.
It just looks like a party. I mean,
It does look like a party.
and those little Swedish fish, you know, the first time I ever had some of those little gummy Swedish fish, I was like, what is this? And yeah, they're fun. They're just fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I do love me some Swedish fish personally, but
I do.
And gummy bears. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like
All
the
day
little gummy
long.
bears too.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to be talking about some of the guests that are going to be here. And I know that, Colby, you have some behind the scenes. Do you want to share anything about, look who we've got. We've got Damon John that's going to be there. We have some like big names.
So yeah, I mean, I personally haven't gotten to hear all of them. I've heard some of these, and I mean, all the speakers are fantastic, well experienced, and kind of like you said before, the whole focus of this summit is really just to give people value within the industry. I mean, you'll even notice when you go to the registration site, a lot of the people don't even work within inventory or manufacturing. We're focused on our two sides of it is accounting and marketing are the big focuses within this. So a lot of people you'll see on here are going to be along those avenues. Some of them are bigger names, like you said, Damon Jones. If you don't know who Damon Jones is, I don't know what you're doing wrong. But he's doing kind of like a Q&A with our VP of marketing that you'll get to see. So that one's really awesome. And he's going to share a lot of thoughts, and you'll see under here the kind of the titles or focuses of what they're going to be speaking about. So he's talking about growth and scaling. A couple of people I'll point out, I would imagine a lot of people here are Intuit people. So we have the Chief Revenue Officer, Bobby Morrison, and VP of Partner Sales, Gavin. I don't know his last name. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's okay.
But
Gavin.
they're going to be speaking. So Gavin, they'll be there speaking a little bit, and yeah, they're awesome. I got to actually watch those ones, and they're awesome at what they do and bring a lot of value. One that I was excited about was actually Dale Murphy. I grew up in a baseball family, so played a lot, and whole family is Atlanta Braves fans, and that's where Dale played. So
that's why you have this shirt color too,
right.
by the way.
I mean, repping ours here. I got
Let's
mine.
go.
You know.
Let's go.
And so yeah, excited about him. I mean, we have some people here that are close to him, so we were lucky to have him come speak. And another that I'm just pointing out some of these on here. John Cho, we actually got a group of Fishbowl in there and got to watch it live and everything. He is, yeah, I mean, if you've ever met a Navy SEAL at all, they are amazing people because they're very direct and they're very precise in what they talk about, and they are some of the best people I've ever met. John's no exception. So some of what you're going to hear from him as far as team building strategies and everything there is amazing. I got to sit down on that one. So.
Well, and you know, team building right now is really important in our community.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, whether you're a team of one, then you need to make sure that you're connecting with other teams of one and teams of two or more. I mean, you need to be connecting. So as a community, we need to be a team. And then also inside of our own firms, we need to make sure that we're building up our people, connecting our people, making sure that we're using words that are supportive of each other, you know, even whenever they're not in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Yep. Yep.
And that's something we try to help out with a lot here at Fishbowl as well. Because I mean, like I said, I can speak for myself. I mean, the channel that I work with Intuit, you know, work with a lot of QSPs, work with a lot of pro advisors, and some people are just starting out. Some have bigger firms, and each one of them, it's important to be able to reach out to that community and, you know, see what other people are doing, make friends within the industry. It's only going to help you scale and grow more. And so it's fun to go to these events and see people like that.
And it's okay that we have breakdowns. It's okay that we have like fails. I mean, like I've learned some of my best learning experiences, really, those have been fails. And it's because, I need to learn. And sometimes whenever you learn the hard way. But being able to have a community that picks you back up and says, oh yeah, you did that too. It also makes you go, okay, so that maybe I wasn't so dumb. Like I made that decision because that's what I knew at the time. Now I know more. So I won't make that mistake again, but at least you can then share with your community, hey, yeah, we both went through that. Right. And here's how we're going to make sure that that never happens again. This is the things that we put in place so that way we have bumper guards and our little radars are up to be able to say, we smell that coming. I mean, fooled us once, we learned our lesson. So commiserating together is part of our team.
That's awesome. And so even to speak on that even more, now that you've been through that, you can even help people that are starting to go through that pain and be like, hey, you can avoid this. I've been there, done that. Exactly. And so it's awesome to see these communities work like that.
Well, we're very heads down. And so sometimes it's really hard for our community to stop looking here and to actually look up and to connect with each other. And that's part of the team. That's part of the strength.
Our teams we have these extended teams into our community 100%. So, I mean, we look at our peers as our team. We look at our vendors, our app partners as part of our team. Absolutely. So, and our families are part of our team too. Big time.
For sure. I think that, certainly just to speak to the vendor the teammates that we have as vendors, if you're out there and you've not connected with a vendor and actually got to know like Colby or, somebody that's out there like Nate from ADP, or there's a ton of people out there. If you're not sure, like, who are these people and why haven't I met them before? It's so important for you to even just reach out and say, hey, listen, I want to understand more. I want to have a more personal bond relationship with the app vendors. That's what they want. They don't want to just be a software solution. They want to be an extended part of your team. And sometimes I think I say for me, I don't want to say I take it for granted, but I, reflect on what Liz was just saying. You think about, wow, you know what? I'm very blessed because I do have a relationship with so many of these partners who are just like make my life easier and better because of our relationship. So if you're not having those types of conversations with some of the apps that you're utilizing, you get out, put yourself out there a little bit, shoot them an email, get on a Zoom call and just get to know them a little bit. They're there to help you. They're not just there to take your money. That's what I think people don't realize is there's so much bigger than paying for an app or implementing an app. It's bringing on another part of your team. You don't even have to pay them, which is super cool because they'll still be part of your team if they're not on your payroll, if you know what I mean, right? So those relationships are really important as much as the Appy Hour and being part of this community and being able to like engage and be part of something big. And I just encourage people to just continue focusing on that and getting that done.
Well, then look at you on this page.
Oh, look at that.
Superstar from our community, Don Brolin.
I don't know about that, but I do love helping my fellow practitioners. And I, like Liz said, she's so right. Like if I fall, I fall down on my face quite often. I seem to be good at that, but that's how I learn. And then I'm like, oh, that wasn't a good move. I didn't realize the road ended right there. And I just kept going like, whoa. And so being able to help my community and my people and just, I look up to Heather and Liz who are out there, and I've said this before on your Appy Hour when I've been on. It's like I need to have people that pick me up, and that's what Liz and Heather just have such a special presence in the community. And people like Hector who are out there really doing great, and Matt Fulton, and just so many people that are out there just giving back to the community. Grab onto them, hold on to them, and just go for the ride and get yourself up there and you come speak. Yes. And be part of it. Like, this is not about us. This is it's not about us personally. It's about how we can give back to the community, and you can do the same thing.
Definitely. I love what you just said, Dawn, because that's so true. I found this community back in 2013 when I went to my first LeaderCon, and that's exactly what happened is I learned so much. And finally I was like, I want to give back. And I want to share my story because there's somebody else out there that's at their first conference that can learn something from my experiences. Mm-hmm. And so absolutely, if everyone has something to share. And it's just, it's just putting it out there. And I love it. And everyone's so generous with their knowledge. And it's really amazing to see, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm putting over into chat, how many here have been to one of our conferences? So of the people here, how many of you have gone to one?
Yeah, in person or even remote, because last year and a half have been remote, right?
Yep. Last year was remote, and I'm just wondering, like Heather was throwing it out there, 2013 was her first in-person conference, and mine was SleaterCon. So, Skeeter, I wonder what happened to Skeeter.
Funny.
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that. That puppet in a long time. That puppet got stuck on my Pro Advisor profile for a while. It was a mistake. I was at the conference and there was Skeeter with Doug. And so I was like, oh my gosh, let's take a Twitter picture. And then I used that to put over on my social Pro Advisor page. And it was during that transitional time, whenever we were moving from the separated platform over into the QBOA platform. And we were kind of locked out for a little while. Yeah, I was stuck there and I was like, oh. So maybe that's one of my hard lessons is don't put a silly picture on there.
That's so funny. Yeah. So it's interesting. If you look at the little chat there, some people have not like in person have been to a QuickBooks Connect one time. That's like an ultimate party for sure. So that's awesome. Don's been to one of those. And then I agree with you, Liz. So my first in-person conference was back in like 2008, I think, or 2006 maybe. So that makes me really old because Liz is just a baby. So she wouldn't be going to things that early. But it's interesting. It's so interesting that we haven't been like QuickBooks Connect 2019 was the last big party we all had, really. That was the last one. That was that was obviously in San Jose.
Yep. And so, man, those were fun. Those are super fun. I'm looking forward to scaling. I'm really looking forward to being, and for me, I don't even have to fly. I get to drive. So
oh my goodness.
Being in Oklahoma, it's, there's no reason for Oklahomans to fly to Texas unless it's, further away. Austin, Houston, that's a flight. But otherwise, really, we just drive. In fact, in Oklahoma, we have no reason for you to visit here. In chat. Who has ever been to Oklahoma?
Nope.
I'm watching chat. I'm looking.
Been to Oklahoma twice.
Oh, okay, well, you may be the only one.
Yep. If you're ever in Oklahoma, go to Tulsa, go to Oral Roberts and see the giant praying hands. That's about the only thing they told me that I could go see in Oklahoma.
It's one of those states you pass through. So whenever we want to have fun, we pass through Oklahoma and go right over into Texas and have a good time.
I don't even know where Oklahoma is. Not gonna lie. I have no idea. I just know it's left. I know it's to the left of me.
We have a whole lot of highways that just cross over us and they just don't even recognize that Oklahoma is here a state. Just keep on going.
They name no cities in Oklahoma. They just tell you other ones in different states.
We have low cost of living. We're often sheltered. I'm telling you the perks, often sheltered from economic circumstances because because the only people that come here are doing things that are kind of heads down local. So we're slow to be impacted by a lot of outside circumstances, and our people are mostly spread out. So you do get property if you come to Oklahoma. So those are some perks, but the rest of it, keep on going.
Hey, listen, you guys have good football. Oklahoma football, college football is pretty darn good. So you got to give me that.
We're leaving the Big 12. This is our last year. So
yeah,
that's exciting.
It's big stuff.
It is big stuff. Okay. So you know what else is on this slide right here is looking at some of these people are talking about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a big one, right?
It is, because right now we have a lot of clients that because they've had to go all virtual, they are marketing and they need help. And so, there's only so far that we're able to help them as from our community standpoint. We kind of are sometimes limited. So being able to have some tips and tricks, that's where I'm going to be, is I'm going to be listening to some of that success on Amazon. I got clients there.
Yeah.
And the Salsa Queen, I have not ever heard of her, but how to handle and scale.
I have to tell you with Salsa Queen. So she's local. She started her own business. of course, doing salsa and chips. She has legally changed her name to Salsa Queen. So that is her name. And so, because people around the office were talking about it and saying, "Oh yeah, Salsa Queen's coming in." I'm like, "Who in the world is this Salsa Queen?" Come to find out, that's her legitimate name. And yeah, like she's started her business just in a couple years. She has blown up big. Like she's in 300 stores, or no, over 1,000 in 30 different states.
Wow.
And it was just something that she was like, well, I want to support my kids and everything, and it worked.
Well, I wonder if she'll share something about how she did it. Like one of the things that we struggle in our community is making sure that we have a lot of documented processes. Mm-hmm. That's like one of the only ways for our community to grow is to make sure that everybody knows how we're doing that internally. Mm-hmm. So that way we have a standard way of doing that. And that takes time to develop.
It does take time, but it's so worth it. That's really the only way for you to scale your firm.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what.
I just want to say one quick thing about Salsa Queen. I wonder if she's in cahoots with McLovin from Superbad.
Very well,
I like
maybe.
Superbad. I had tried to have my daughter watch it, and she was like, "What is wrong with you? This is a terrible movie." And I was like, "I love it."
It's awesome. The other one, I just have to, just because it came to me, and you guys let me just say things, but we have a kid. She just let me. There's this kid on our softball team this year. We call them newcomers, not freshmen, but she's new on the team, and her last name is Baker. And I give every kid their own nickname. And so we have, I think, 9 new kids. So I'm only got one so far, but I call her Shake and Bake. That's from Talladega Nights. If you saw Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell, and I said to her, I go, "Let's go Shake and Bake." And I'm like, "Do you know what that's from?" I go, "You got to watch Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell." And she goes, "Who's that?" And I said, "Where are your parents? Your parents have not introduced you to Will Ferrell? What in the world?" So
a lot of people in her life have failed her.
So I'm here to help her.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
I have
sorry,
to
Liz.
McLovin. Like for those of you who don't know McLovin, like here he is right here. Look, he's the one. Look, this is his fake driver's license, and he has one name.
McLovin. Do you want to be McLovin from Hawaii?
He's 24. He's not 21 because everybody's 21 on their fake ID.
My God.
Oh, sorry, Liz.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
All right, guess what? I'm gonna be talking to
You're there. Woo! You're like right there, Liz.
Yes.
Oh, it was fun. So
I love it.
Love with a bunch of our other friends too. So Robin Hall, Megan Bronson, Nate Sorensen, Beverly Lang.
Awesome people.
Cool about this panel is that, okay, so Beverly, she and I met because we were working together on the QuickBooks payroll certification. So she has a lot of really great knowledge that she contributed to the new exam. So some different stuff that's out there. So she was part of that whole build. And she and I became friends, and she was like, "You need to come up here and you need to be part of this panel." So this panel was talking about the solution for growth. So how do you do it? And every single one of us, the 4 of us that were here, all represented different perspectives from the community. So I was the small firm. And then we have Robin Hall. So she's the one who's contributing a lot of the solutions to our community. So she's a resource for a lot of those solutions. Megan Bronson, I had never met her before. She is amazing. She is a partner. So she is made partner in a firm at Squire. And there's over 250 different people that are part of that firm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was wowed by her. Oh my gosh, I was wowed by her. And she has a back car. So she's got one of the Teslas that has the wings that come up. So true story. I was like, oh my gosh, I've wanted to drive in one of these so bad. Well, you can ride in those Tesla X's without having any hands on the wheel. So I was like, I need to see it. I want to experience it.
I want to touch it.
Let's go. So Robin was like, okay, I'll ride with you. She was so green at dinner. It was bad. I don't know if you saw her, Colby. She
needed a minute.
She was a hard time eating.
I mean, in her defense, you did go up the canyon, up some windy roads. So
we did. And that, okay, so the Tesla X, if you haven't been in them, yes, you can actually drive with no hands, and it's able to figure out the distance of the cars around you. So it can accelerate if you want it to, but then it also keeps an eye on who's nearby. So that way it can immediately hit the brake. The thing that's different about the electric cars, and especially these Teslas, is that they can go so fast. So it's kind of like turning on the light switch. It's not slowly on. I mean, unless you have like a dimmer, it's boom, you're going. And that
was a rock and roller coaster, Liz.
It was just like, and you brake that hard too. So going up the mountain on these windy roads as fast as can be, Robin was great. She was crazy.
The first time I was first and only time I was ever in a Tesla, although a good friend of mine just bought one, so I'm guessing I'll be in one again soon, was I had gone up to Washington and I met James from Finnegraph. You guys know James from Finnegraph? Yep. Yeah, so he had a beautiful Tesla, and he took us to lunch, me and Beth Davis, and we went in, and I remember I was in the back seat and I had sunglasses on my head because I usually do have sunglasses on my head. And he went, and the sunglasses literally flew off my head into the back of the car. And it was that fast.
Wow. That sounds right up my alley.
It was. Oh my gosh, you would love it. You would love it. So I need one. And you know, I don't want the Tesla X. Like, I'm out on that one. I have a truck. I have a 2500. I want the truck that's coming out.
Maybe we can do a fundraiser for Liz. Yes. Get Liz a truck, something.
Oh, goosebumps.
What the get Liz a truck? Something like that. So it like rhymes and everything.
Do you know my truck has a name? Its name is Venom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have a license plate. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So back over here to this panel. So Nate, look at this.
Nate, all the way at that canyon and back with that conversation.
Coming back in. Listen, we hit the brakes. So Nate, you see how he's like the one of us that is like so serious and like, Yeah. He's the CFO on the panel, and he was fascinating to listen to his point of view because he's coming at it from a different angle. All four of us had different positions. And then those of you who know Beverly Lang, you know that she has had a firm for a long time. She's been one of us, and she recently sold her firm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so
we used to have a saying in our office, WWBD, what would Beverly do? and we had a Slack channel with Beverly and like, because we were just like, well, how is she doing it? Can she help us with this and that, whatever? And it was like, she's just awesome. She's always been a really big giver. Robin Hall, the same, just everyone on this panel, but just specifically remember Robin and Beverly on some pretty hairy conversations about how to implement this or how to do that and what about this, and just love everybody on this panel who's just giving back so much. And it's like, it's a scary panel. It's pretty powerful. Very powerful panel.
It was good. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You finish, and then I have something to say.
Oh, well, Nate Flake, so he is also from Fishbowl, and so he put in there, he said, who was the most opinionated on the QB panel?
We should, that would be a good raffle prize. Right. Who was, and then you can vote and be like, I think it was this person.
Oh, that's funny. So
I have my thoughts.
Okay. All right.
Speaking of prizes, wait, I just want to say,
okay.
No, before we do that, I want to say that there is $100 up for grabs, and we only have a few people that have tweeted. So if you're not tweeting because you're like, I'm not going to win, like, you have a really good chance of winning. You need to get out there and tweet. Take you 2 seconds to go tweet. You can even go out to Twitter and copy somebody else's tweet of the stuff, paste it in your own tweet, and then hit the tweet button, and then you're entered to win a $100 gift card. So let's see those tweets coming in, guys. Come on, you want that $100.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And then we're going to do another game for $25.
Okay, this one's fun. Okay.
This is fun.
Okay. All right, Heather, here, you get to tell. I'm not going to tell.
That looks like your fish from Florida. You had a pretty red fish.
Yeah, that has cleaner water than the one I had from Florida.
All right, so this is a game that we're gonna play here in Zoom. Okay, so we're gonna play it in Zoom, and I think we can also play it on Facebook. So if you're live with us on Facebook, what we want you to do is we're gonna give you, what time is it, Liz? It's 4:47. We're gonna give you, how many minutes, Liz? 10?
Yeah, let's.
All right, let's do 10 minutes.
Okay.
So at 5:57.
Let's do 5. We're getting close
All
to
right, 5. Okay, 5 minutes. Name that fish, and the person, we're gonna pick our favorite name, and then the person with the favorite name wins a $25 gift card. So throw it in the chat. And here's the sad part, Liz, is that my chat in Zoom is broken, so I can't actually see any of these names.
Okay, okay. So Les said Blazing Spider.
Blazing Spider's amazing.
Beta
And
Max from Kim.
All right, I'm gonna get out onto our Facebook page and see who's putting names out there.
We have 2 names. It's Blazing or Beta. We need some more names. Rosie. Frappy.
What was it?
I want
Frappy.
Frappy.
The fish? I like
Yes.
Frappy fish.
Frappy.
Beta. Petunia.
Petunia. Oh my gosh, I love Petunia. That's a good one. I had a cat named Petunia once, so I like that one.
That's
Frappy.
awesome.
I like Nemo. Carla says Captain Nemo. That's a good one.
Oh, that's cute.
We have a new horse at the barn named Nemo, and he's very handsome.
Crimson
let's-
Beta.
Frappy.
What was that last one? Was
Oh, Fireboy.
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 I would have to vote for Fireball myself personally.
Fireball.
But
That's a good one too.
All right, we're going to announce the winner here in just a second, but you have to see this picture while we're talking
So
about it. Do y'all see my fish? I'm not sure that he's not upside down.
He's not upside down.
Okay.
Why, you
just
think
in
he's
a
upside
little
down?
Glare. He's in a glare.
Okay.
There.
Is that the color or the glare?
Oh, I think it might be the color. Maybe it's blue and red.
Wow.
He is
Red
blue
lips.
and red.
Kind of does look upside down.
That's
So pretty.
But he.
How did he taste, Liz? Fishy?
Fishy.
Oh, Carla also said sushi.
Sushi.
Oh, that's.
I don't know, y'all.
Well, you know what's funny is we actually did
That's
leave
Fishbowl.
there and we went for lunch because we had to eat something after all that champagne. And we actually had poke bowls. So we actually did have sushi
I think I'm loving sushi.
after. It was so good too. Yummy.
I might have to have some sushi tonight.
Sushi
It was
is yummy.
tasty. It was
Yeah.
I love a good avocado bowl personally.
Ooh, avocado bowls are really good. I love
Got
poke
the
bowls.
crabs in it. Mm.
I also really like, and it's not sushi, but ceviche, which is, that's one of my favorites too. Love ceviche.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
ceviche is great. So sushi is where I think that my kids started, and then they progressed up to having raw fish. They were like, okay, let's go ahead and try some more.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Yeah, they're brave kids. My husband's from New Orleans. Like, he never gave them a chance to have normal food. It's like, you're going to eat crawfish and suck their heads.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
I
god.
love it. I actually lived in Louisiana for 2 years. That's awesome.
okay.
That's
So
it.
you're
I'm right there with them. I'm sucking those crawfish. When I was introduced to that,
I've never had it. I'm terrified.
so good.
Well, you
Is
need to
it-
apparently join our family, because then you wouldn't have an option.
That's what you're getting, kid.
We had crab on we had crab while we were in Orlando, and I've never had like the real, like, where they put a bunch of crab on the table and you eat it, and it was so good. We had crab. We had like 2 different types of crab, right, Liz? We had Alaskan king crab,
Mhm.
and then we had, what was the other crab we had?
Snow crab. So snow crab
Snow
is my
crab.
favorite. Snow crab is by far the sweetest, and I think it's easy to eat because the shells crack faster. The
Yeah.
king crab, I had never used scissors before, and they actually at the restaurant were giving us scissors,
Oh,
which was
smart.
really, yeah, it was very smart. So
I thought that would work with lobster too. Like, I love lobster. It's one of my favorite foods, but but I bet scissors would work really well with lobster too. Never thought of that.
Yeah, me either. And I've eaten a lot of crab. So
the
scissors weren't great for the snow crab. They were great for just the king crab though.
I don't know. It's like, it seems like scissors and snow crab, like that's one of those things that you learn. Like I was today years old when I found this out. And then you go, how could I not ever have thought about this for like all the time that I've been walking the planet and eating lobster and crab? Like, how could I not think about that?
And how many bloody thumbs and fingers have you had over the years that you could have avoided from trying to get into that shell?
Right.
No, we crabbers take really big pride in the way that we crack a crab. I don't have fingers. I got this.
All right, who's our winner for the fish? Liz, you're going to choose because I'm going to read you the ones on Carla. Tell me which one is your entry because you have 3 there and I need to know which like your actual official.
If you're leaving it up to me, I already know.
Oh, you already know. Then she already knows. Okay, go ahead.
Sushi.
Oh, there we go.
Congratulations, Carla. We will get you your $25 gift card to you and you can buy your own fish.
Or sushi.
Or sushi.
Even better.
Even better, you can eat it.
Awesome.
You can eat we'll send you the fish too.
Yeah, why not?
You can eat the fish.
Eat the fish too. So we want to also say that we have this gift card that we're going to be giving away. So I want to make sure that you have just a few more minutes to go out and retweet. So Sarah, do you want to drop it one more time? I think that right now we only have 2 people who have entered. So we're going to be giving it away in the next couple of minutes. But before we say who that winner is, I also want to make sure that you know that you are part of our community. We wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to get fun money. Like everybody needs fun money. My grandpa used to give me every Christmas, he would make his own envelope and it would have your name on it that he had written in some type of either bubble letters or bold letters. He did some type of art with your name and then he would shove it into the Christmas tree and it would always say your name and don't open until Christmas. And his standard rule was when you open up that money, half of it is supposed to go for fun money. The other half you save.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was Grandpa's Christmas every single year. And we want to make sure that you have a gift too for being part of our community. We just thought, let's do fun money. Let's do fun money. So we have 6 more days of $25 gift cards. So yes, we're having fun with fish names. Yes, we're having fun with treat weird words. It's the booze, y'all. Yes, we're having fun with all of that. But we want to make sure that, I mean, the goal is just to get fun money in your hands. So
That's right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yep. So you can retweet, you can share, and there's 6 more days of $25 gift cards.
Yeah. So every day we're going to be picking a winner, and we have another big winner that's going to be announced at the summit or after the summit, right, Liz?
Yep. And that's our sweepstakes winner.
That's our sweepstakes winner, right?
Sweepstakes.
Sweepstakes. Somebody needs to sweep the stakes on the floor.
I'm saying sweet steaks. Like I think that you should, yeah.
It's perfect.
Sweet. Sweet.
So this is our grand prize winner of the $200, and you can definitely go and check out more of the sweepstake rules and make sure that you're in that for that $200 gift card that will be announced probably right after the summit is over with. So
yes.
Sometime right in there, we'll make sure. And all of this, we wanted to make sure was something that you were having fun with us. Yes, go and join this summit. Yes, go register. We want to make sure that you're there. We want to make sure that it's not just inventory, y'all. And also inventory it doesn't have to be scary. If you're working with a solution and you're working with somebody who's able to help you, Colby is part of that partner community. He is somebody who understands the Intuit community and understands the things that we need. And then also now you have Beverly Lang, who used to be us. And now she is also on that Fishbowl team who's working directly with us.
That's awesome.
She's making sure that we have our setups, the things that we need. She's in the at the grounds. She's championing for us. So we may not get to talk to her directly. Beverly, we may not get our own Slack group like Dawn, but she is in the background and she's definitely fighting for our cause.
Yeah, no doubt. And what's great about that too, is that a lot of times when we are working with some apps, that they don't necessarily understand our language or what we're really asking. And so that's kind of been frustrating. I know even just for us calling into it, sometimes we get frustrated with that. But the fact that we have Beverly who knows what we're saying and what we're asking is just, it's, for me, it's like this comfort level of when I send somebody over to Fishbowl, I'm like, you will not be unhappy. You're going to have all the support you possibly could need. And then we will have all the insight we're looking for. And that's what I love about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just to chime in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks to what our focus has been, especially this last year, with everything happening, trying to help people as much as we can. Being able to bring on someone like Beverly has been amazing. And we're really focused on helping everyone within this community. That's part of why we brought her in. We worked really close with her for the past few years, and bring her on is just that next step to help everyone as much as we can. So yeah, I just echoing everything, come to the summit. If you're worried about hearing us talk about Fishbowl the whole time, there's one person that will bring up the future of the products of Fishbowl, and that's it. Everything else is literally directed at you within that whole accounting and marketing side of things. So we really do want to help out, and we're really focused on helping you all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to Nate Flake. Good job, Liz. Because Nate's just Nate is just a great dude. I drove in his car. He got this some SUV thing. Like it was like Back to the Future kind of a vehicle. And I got to ride it and I felt really thankful, but I'm like, wow, should I have taken a shower before I got in here? Like this thing is nice, man. So Nate's a great guy. He's just such a giver and just a good person. So I love me some Nate. Definitely.
We have a great team. It's hard. I'm living in his shadow. Actually, he was in my spot and moved upwards. So yeah.
Well, he knew how to fill his shoes. Colby, he knew exactly who to pick, buddy. Come on. He wasn't going to take that lightly. He put the right person in that spot.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Warm, knowledgeable. Yep. Okay, so I'm going back to it. Here we are, y'all. Let's see. Let's get back to it. Right there. There we are. And so of our winners that have been sharing on Twitter, we have our happy hour. There it is. At Dashboard NY. So New York, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming that at Dashboard NY is here with us.
Is that Matt?
Is that
Matt? Is.
Yay!
All right, buddy.
Yay.
He's a good dude too. He's a great guy. He's worth it. Awesome. Congrats.
That's fantastic. Okay, so Sarah, can you actually reach out to Matthew and just make sure you get email information? Fantastic. Yeah. Well, we're definitely glad that you joined us because it's awesome.
Fantastic.
So,
Liz, did you want to launch the poll? I can't seem to launch it. Like Zoom's being mean to me today.
Yeah, I will punch Zoom in the face.
I actually don't have it right here.
I believe that.
Not to my girl.
If you want to pass the host role to me, then I can.
I can't even do that. So I'm kind of stuck on the whole.
Zoomland froze on you.
Zoomland froze on me. I'm sorry. And if I go out, then everybody goes out.
If I leave, you all leave.
If I don't go, leave.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right.
So yeah, and Sarah, she's saying that she can launch the results, she can't launch the poll. So
lovely. Okay, well, all right.
How about this? We're just going to say over in Chatland, let's make sure that if you want Fishbowl to reach out to you, that you can go and put your name over there. Otherwise, y'all, we wanted to make sure that y'all are directed over to the summit. We want to make sure that you're getting good information from really top-notch people.
I am so looking forward to it. I can't wait for a day of learning. So very excited.
Absolutely.
Salsa Queen.
Sauce
Right.
Queen, let's go.
Let's go. So make sure that you're joining us to see upcoming episodes. Next, we're going to have Licia with the integration
Oh,
with SmartPhones. So we're going to
Awesome.
make sure that, yeah, it's going to be stellar. Like I was talking to them yesterday, and they've got some ideas of things that they want to share about how to make sure that we're having this seamless communication back and forth with clients and with our team. So how do you accomplish that? So make sure to join us. And then we also have Recur 360. So anybody out there who has subscription-based clients, you want to make sure that it's easy and repeatable. So Recur 360 is there. And then we're going to be live at scaling. So many of you are also going to be with us. And if it's the first time or it's going to be a family reunion, we are glad that you are going to be going there with us.
We are. I can't wait. So it's going to be some great sessions, great learning,
Absolutely.
lots of fun.
Absolutely. And I want to say thank you, Colby, for joining us.
Thank
Ron,
you.
thank you. So cheers to both of you.
of course, anything for you
Thank you.
guys.
Thanks for
This
having
was
us.
super fun.
And I just want Liz and Heather to know that I am bringing all of my video equipment, all my lighting and all of that. It'll be all set up for you to just walk on the set and do your shows. You don't even have to do anything.
Oh, we love you, Dawn.
So
And that's, yeah.
I mean, I got you.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We need to
Absolutely.
talk about equipment at some point.
I got you.
Here's what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything Dawn's doing, we should all be doing.
Oh, don't be crazy. I don't know. I guess I won't provide you with a list of those things.
I won't get creepy. I don't want to know that stuff.
I love you, Liz. Oh my
I love you
goodness.
too.
All right, everybody. Have an awesome day. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Thanks for doing what you do.
Bye.
Again.